Kinematic equations is a very big part of physics, and that is when the real physics actually begins. And most of the physics in high school will be revolving around kinematics. Any questions from throwing a ball, shooting a bow and arrow, or a ball dropping, or a car moving, everything requires kinematics. So what I'm going to do first is introduce you to the kinematic equations today, and then we're going to be just doing some practice problems. So these are the basic kinematic equations, and there are variations of them, and they can be manipulated to fit the type of problem you're solving. So in kinematics, or in just general physics, v is equal to velocity, and a is the acceleration, and t is equal to time. So you should know this. And v naught over here is the initial velocity. So let's say if a car is moving, it starts at as velocity of 0, and then it reaches a certain velocity, which is v. And then there is delta x. Delta x is displacement. And delta x can sometimes be represented as delta y also, in which that is vertical displacement. So these are the main kinematic formulas, which I'll just go through. Velocity is equal to the initial velocity plus acceleration times time. The displacement is equal to initial velocity times time plus 1/2 times acceleration times time squared. Another, the displacement is equal to velocity plus v naught over 2 times time. Velocity squared is equal to initial velocity squared plus 2 times acceleration times delta x. You can also go on Google and search up kinematic equations, and you will find just different variations, and they can help for solving different problems. Choosing the best kinematic equation. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're not going to actually try to apply the kinematic equations, but just try to figure out what kind of kinematic equation to use depending on what it's asking. Okay, so Soren hits a cricket ball up in the air, and after 1.5 seconds, the ball is falling straight down with a speed of 6.5 meters per second. We want to find initial vertical velocity for the ball. So we want to find v naught. And we have velocity. We have velocity, and we also have time. So going through this, we have velocity over here. We have v naught here, and we also have time. Actually, we need to find the initial velocity. So we have initial velocity is unknown. We have acceleration, because acceleration in a free fall problem is going to be negative 9.8 meters per second squared, and this is the constant for gravity. So we have acceleration, and we also have time. So A is the correct answer. Why these equations won't work? We do not have this thing. This is unknown. This is also unknown. And yeah, this delta y is unknown. So only A would work for this question. Moving on to the next question, another choosing the best kinematic equation example. A car is driving at 100 kilometers per hour, and then another speed limit he knows the speed limit changes to 50, and then the driver takes this much time to slow down to 50, and he has a constant acceleration. We want to know how many meters will the driver travel. So we will want to know delta x. And we have the initial velocity. It's 100 kilometers per hour. And we also have the final velocity, or just the velocity, as 50 kilometers per hour. So let's see what we have. And yeah, it's constant acceleration. So that is not needed. We do not know the acceleration, so delta x we have here, v naught we have. Delta x is actually what we need to find, so that's good. V we have, v naught we have, and time we also have as 0.9 seconds. So it is, the answer is A. And then, yeah, B will not work because we do not have the acceleration. The question just tells us it's a constant acceleration, but we do not have it. And saying we do not have the acceleration, and over here also we do not have acceleration. So if we don't have a given value, then we will not be able to use a single kinematic equation. Choose another practice problem. So I would recommend trying this on your own first. Okay. Owner drops a basketball from a height of 10 meters on Mars with acceleration is this. We want to know how many seconds, so we don't know the time. We know the delta y, and we have acceleration as 3.7 meters per second squared, and time is once again unknown. So let's see. What else do we have? We have delta y is equal to 10. And we also know the initial velocity is going to be 0 meters per second because the ball starts at no motion. So this guy's over here on Mars, person, and he throws the ball, but the ball starts in his hand at 0 motion, and then he throws it, and then he drops it. So let's see. We have delta y. There's no delta y here, so we can eliminate it. We have delta y here. That's good. We have acceleration here, which is good. Time is our unknown, which is good. We have initial velocity, which is 0. And our time is also unknown. Since they're the same variable, be correct. But let's just go through if anything else can work. Do we have acceleration? Yep, we have acceleration. Let's see what else do we have. We have this, delta y, we have initial velocity. But the question asks for time, and there's no time, so unfortunately this cannot work. Let's see, we have delta y, we have the initial velocity, which is 0. We do not have the final velocity. We do not have this, so this cannot work. Final question. Passengers traveling down the runway at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour and speeds up with constant acceleration for 59 seconds over 2.4 kilometers per hour. We want to find the velocity of the plane at which it's about to take off. So it starts off at 20 kilometers per hour, speeds up with a constant acceleration of 59 seconds. That's time over 2.4 kilometers per hour is equal to delta x. So we're gonna immediately kick out equations which do not have any of this. So this does not have delta x, so we can remove that. This has delta x, that's good, that's good. Okay, the rest is good. Let's see if we have if any equations is missing time. Yep, this is missing time. So we cannot have this. And let's see if any equation is missing the initial velocity. Nope. We want to find the final velocity. So let's see if any equation is missing the final velocity. Let's see. This is missing the final velocity, so that answer is D. So hopefully you understand a little bit of kinematic equations. In the next video, I'm going to be discussing more about how to solve kinematic equation questions.